It's Madden NFL 23, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. A give, Carter running right. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw is Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's got the connection to Moore. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes this to J.D. McKissick out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get into someone. And in this case, he had the play.
Touchdown, Jets! Lawrence Cager from 10 yards out. And the Jets are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Berrios. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at FedEx Field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. To the 36-yard line, stop there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carter straight ahead. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the 1st half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Wentz and the Commanders down by 13, 1:44 to go. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here.
Go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got McKissick. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Takes it at the 7. And now it's Washington's turn. Trailing in this one now. 45 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration.